always like a starving animal who has never eaten before, getting everywhere.
When it comes to Ron DeSantis,
thank you. Oh, they don't have water. That's okay. What? Oh, it's okay. Oh.
and former President Donald Trump,
were there beneficial aspects to slavery?
Republicans are split. Do they back a man who basked in watching his supporters storm the Capitol and attempt to overthrow democracy?
We need to help the cause of the Capitol. I need public support. Take that house! Take it now!
While Confederate flags were present in the halls,
Mike Pence, I hope you're going to stand up for the good of our Constitution.
I'm telling you, if Pence cave, we're going to drag through the streets. You politicians are going to get drugged through the streets. Bring out Pence!
Trump's supporters had erected a gallows on the lawn in front of the Capitol building. Another group of rioters chanted, "Hang Mike Pence!"
and threats came to opposing politicians? Or does one appreciate Florida Governor Ron DeSantis?
Oh, what is that? An icy? Yeah, that's probably a lot of sugar, huh? Good to see you.
An awkward fella who appears extremely uncomfortable anytime he's on the campaign trail, appears uneasy criticizing Nazis making their presence felt, and wishes to eradicate the LGBTQ+ community in the state. None of this bothers Alexi Lalas, former U.S. men's national team player and current soccer analyst for Fox.
Now it's quiet.
Known and worked with Elon for nearly a quarter century.
His commitment to
freedom and his willingness to put his money where his mouth is,
upset the narrative control imposed on.
After an embarrassing launch to his presidential campaign via Twitter Spaces, Lawless would tweet he thought DeSantis was full of competence, confidence, and common sense. This is the same man who was indoctrinating the youth with PragerU and benefits of slavery ideals to Florida. When asked what nickname he prefers for DeSantis, Lawless tweeted, "I like POTUS." He then shot this video for Donald Trump and Fox Corporation.
President Trump voiced support for the U.S.-Mexico-Canada joint bid to host the World Cup 2026 when he tweeted, "The U.S. has put together a strong bid with Canada and Mexico for the 2026 World Cup. It would be a shame if countries that we always support were to lobby against the U.S. bid. Why should we be supporting these countries when they don't support us, including at the United Nations?" Now, was this a threat? Yeah, it did push the envelope, which is exactly what President Trump does. In The Art of the Deal, President Trump talks about his 11 tactics in business.
He gave a nauseating, ass-kissing report on Donald Trump attempting to secure the World Cup for his political gain. So was it any surprise that he would tweet the following after the United States women's national team lost? Not in the slightest. When one critic tweeted, "Weird watching Americans celebrate an American loss," Lawless replied, "Don't kill the messenger. This team is polarizing. Politics, causes, stances, and behavior have made this team unlikable to a portion of America. This team has built its brand and has derived its power from being the best/winning. If that goes away, they risk becoming irrelevant." No, they do not risk becoming irrelevant, which CNN actually showed us. If Fox Corporation did not give someone like Alexi Lalas a platform for, would likely be the correct word to ascribe his career. A team that fought for women's rights. A team that knelt for systemic racism and police brutality, led the charge for women's soccer around the globe, for equal pay, equity, and equality, showing support for the trans youth. They took on the United States Soccer Federation when no one else would. They protested in the streets. They promoted LGBTQ plus inclusion. They took on the powers that be, including heads of state, and did so fearlessly in their fight. There have been many different critics, and yet I think Jessica Smetana of Meadowlark may have put it the best when we see one in Alexi Lalas. When he says the portion of America that he's talking about, well, it's himself. Amen to that.